organization, get the organization called USA. We're trying to stop the import from China and other countries and get tractors back in the United States. Our senators, our Congress, all have turned their back on the American people. It seems like they don't care about these imports coming in. We need to stop this. It got out of hand. When they signed the free trade bill in 94, it's supposed to be 50-50. It's 98 points something for China and 2% with us. We need to stop these imports and get our job back over here. I tried to talk to Governor Haiti. We got a gold mine sitting on these ports over here. China don't pay a penny for that stuff over here. They need to pay about $3,000 fee on all containers that comes over here to the United States. And that would help the American people get started back, open factories up and jobs. The United States ain't gonna fix it bad. Our senators, our Congress, our president, all have done this to us.
Okay, sir, let me restate your question, and that way if you picked up on the video, please correct me if I'm not restating it correctly. Your question to our panelists here is that you want to know what they are going to do about sort of unfettered free trade and the imports that come from that. Okay.
Let's start with the,
It doesn't matter. 1 minute for response.
I'm sorry, I didn't get your name. Could you please repeat your name?
I'm Ed Russell, I'm a veteran too.
Okay, Ed, thank you. Now, I think I understood your organization to be USA.
USA.
Thank you for a question that's really very difficult to answer on a state level. Trade is such a complex thing, and the money that goes on, and the spending, and the borrowing, and the lending, and the capital arrangements, and the banks that have to get in it is so complex, really very difficult to answer in this kind of a forum. I agree with your sentiment. I would like to see all the jobs that can be done in the United States by American workers to make American goods. I would like to see them in this country. And to that end, I think that regulation is at fault to a great degree about why our jobs are going overseas. We're making it very difficult for companies to do business in the United States. We're taxing them the highest tax rate, corporate tax rate of any country in the world. And we've got all these regulatory agencies, and people don't want to do business here. And it has become a global economy, and yes, we do exports too. We export food, and we try to take care of countries, in other ways. It's a very complex question. I said before, I won't make promises I can't keep, and to be honest with you, I can't answer that question other than to say the complexity of it, and that it's a world problem and a federal problem, and the state senate, quite honestly, is not going to be able to help a great deal. But we certainly will listen and try.
Thank you, Mr. Harrison. Mr. Reed.
let me just say this. The unions are right there, unions in the state of South Carolina. I can understand that we have a union, but the unions got to understand they got to be competitive with the prices with China. We can't go out, General Motors can't go out here and charge the employees who want to make $150 an hour. And then on the other hand, we have to raise our minimum wages in South Carolina. We don't want the unions. I think we need to cut back on some unions. I mean, for how much they make, not for their privileges or whatnot. But and that will bring, and for as education, this is what a senator can do to help that problem. We have to have trade schools and train our children to be able to build engines, be electrical engineers, and we just have to be competitive. We got to quit saying China is doing this and that. We have the ability to have one of the greatest state-of-the-art trade centers. As a professional athlete, I do not make that as an excuse, but I would say this to you, and I agree with you. We can't price ourselves out of the market. We got to be competitive. We can't expect to make $150 an hour. You saw General Motors go down. You saw Chrysler go down. And Ford was doing pretty good. You see what we charge in steel going to India. China is buying up all the recycled steel and metal we got. We've been wasteful. That's the reason why I don't live in a $2 million house anymore. I live in a small 24 by 30 solar energy job. So if our children can take those principles Live small. Build you a small house. Your light bill's not that high. We got a